Welcome back to Fade the Mahoney, everybody. Today, week 7 preview, Predators versus Wildcats. Need to remind everybody, in our world, these games are played on Friday afternoons. So I don't know how the rest of you consume the product, but it's played on Friday. I've got Joey here from MLW Stats on Instagram. He's become a good friend of the show. Joey, games played on Friday in your world too, right?
Yeah, I don't watch the live stream if I can help it, and I was not at Toledo, so I was sick, so I was not there.
Trevor, same with you, right?
Did not watch anything. Was not in Toledo.
Okay, we gamble legitimately here. We have no results, no idea. It is kind of tough though when you turn on the old Instagram app, and at the top of the page you see people actually playing live. You got to scroll down quick to get away from it. Preds and Wildcats. Let's talk about it. Actually, let's start with you, Joey. MLW Stats. How long have you been around? How long have you been watching / covering / doing numbers for MLW? Let us know.
The stats page started right before the 21 season, but I've been a fan of MLW since spring training of 2020 is when I joined. Pretty not that long, but yeah, it started out just as a fantasy stats page. I would just post stats because I was interested. I didn't see a page like that, so I tried to fill that niche, and it just took off.
Okay, and you must have somebody there must have liked it, right? Because they've reached out to you in some unofficial official capacity to make sure it keeps going, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, just kind of random people that have they're fans of MLW. They messaged me, they're like, hey, I really like this, keep it going. And so I've, last year was kind of weird because I wasn't able to finish the season out, but this year is different. I'm gonna keep going.
All right. Well, Trevor and I appreciate it specifically because it gives us something else to gamble on, and Trevor's doing really well in it, right? 0-2 so far, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, what a bonehead I am, huh? No, the biggest problem. Here's what you did. You set me up because you booked the guests for that week, and then I felt the pressure to take those guys because not even the pressure, but it's like these guys are coming on the show. I need to take them. I got the first pick. How am I going to take Robles when Norp is on the show with us? I see what you're doing there, JoJo.
I am a genius. Thank you. Just real briefly, we spoke to Robles on Tuesday night. I hope you all saw that show. It was a really good show. He's a great guest. I had Robles. Obviously, I won. He had a historic series. Your guy did pretty well. I mean, they went 0-3, and Jimmy Norp had a pretty darn good series, right?
What do I get for second place?
You get to pick first again this week.
Great.
Let's start with our numbers. What you got for this game, and we'll have Joey comment, and maybe we can figure out more ways to bet in the future. But go ahead. Favored. We got Wildcats versus Preds. Surprisingly, both 2-1, tied for first place. We know the Wildcats are going to be favored. How big a favorite are they?
So the game's being played in Toledo, in the outfield, in front of a lot of fans. So I think it's going to be a pretty good series. Going to be an interesting series. I have the Wildcats minus 170, maybe 175. Make it 175.
Okay. Seems like to somebody who knows a thing or two about betting. All right. So to win 2 out of 3 games, you got the Predators minus 175.
No, not the Predators. Wildcats.
Yep, that's what I meant. Wildcats. Yep. Take back on the Predators be about plus 150. Books are going to get crushed. Everybody's going to lay the number on that one. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joey. You know this to be the cat. Didn't they play 2 of the games at the Meadows, and then pack up a bus and then drive to Toledo for the 3rd game? Is that what happened?
Yeah, they only played the 3rd game in Toledo.
Okay, and it was like Friday Sunday split, something weird.
Yeah, I think they played the first 2 on Friday, and then on Sunday was their game.
Okay. All right. So pretty big favorites on the Wildcats. Again, they're both 2-1. Exciting series. Trevor, how many runs we're we're 5-1 to the over now. I'm just going to keep picking the over. It sounds
Yeah.
like until you give me a reason not to. What do you think?
So I bumped it up again this week to 17.5.
Ooh,
So now that's going to make you make a choice. And I think, so here's my prediction here. I think that the Wildcats win both games at the Meadows, and the Preds, with all the energy they have on their squad, have a big win in the third game in Toledo.
okay. Let me think about that bet for a second. Nah, I'm going to take the under. I'm going to go crazy. What did we have this past series?
How many runs?
Yeah, I wrote it down. 15 and 20, 24?
Something like that.
Yeah. You have any thoughts on Joey, on why there's so many runs being scored this year?
That's a good question. I think it really has to do with pitching. Pitchers, they tend to do better as the season goes on. They they pitch more, but at the same time, the hitters are seeing that pitcher more and more often. So yeah, it's hard to say. I'm kind of interested to see how the Preds will hit Sailor again, because they swing, and Preds have a really good offense, and I think they should take advantage of it, against Sailor specifically.
Yeah, for those of you who hopefully got a chance or could now watch our Jimmy Norp preview episode before they played the Mallards. He had some interesting thoughts on Sailor and his pitching, and can't explain why nobody can hit him. Let's do our ladders bet. Trevor, you get first pick again. You can win one of these weeks by going first. What do you got?
I mean, I got to go with Sailor. I don't know. I'm curious to see how they handle the pitching. There's no doubt in my mind that Kyle's going to pitch the game in Toledo. So it's just a matter of how Sailor. I think they'll actually start. They might start Sailor in the first game and then see how it goes. Right, because they played those two first, right? So yeah, I don't know. I got to take Sailor. There's no. That's what I'm just going with it.
All right, I'm going to ask the ladders expert. With Sailor off the board, who would you select as being the best stats guy for the series?
Well, without explaining really how it works, I'd have to say Ryan Cratch. If I can't pick Sailor, I'm probably gonna pick Cratch.
Okay. Do you have an idea of who will be pitching 2 of the 3 games for the Predators?
It'll probably be Ryan Cratch. He's been their ace since I think 2019, or 2018 midseason. Okay. And so he's probably going to be pitching the most.
Okay,
is my guess.
He's almost definitely going to pitch the game in Toledo, and then so in the first series, McGlade pitched twice because he was feeling it and they weren't hitting him. But I would expect Cratch to be the guy that's going to get the ball for 2 of the 3 games for sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take all that information into account, and I'm going to go with Kyle Schultz as my pick. So,
so it's actually a really good pick strategically, just because from, if Schultz does pitch 2 out of 3 games, right, that's got to be better for him, I would guess, right? Just to have the more opportunity to pitch. Is that how it's going to work with the stats?
Yeah, well, the best players are the players that can play all sides of the ball. Those are the players that are going to score the most points. So those are your aces. Those are your secondary pitchers. It was kind of weird to see Alec Warda so high because he doesn't pitch, in the first week. But it goes to show that it can happen. You can score a lot of points just by hitting the ball. But that's why I picked the ace on the Preds.
Yeah, it goes to show, if I take a couple of steps here, how amazing Dallas Allen's second series was. If Robles in his second series hits 3 homers, gets on base all the time, and goes 3-0, and is currently in second, right? I've got those numbers correct.
Yeah, he's currently in second. I mean, double no hitters. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm sorry, Jordan. Seriously.
Yeah, I have the numbers here. Robles won the first slate with a over 46.5 on the ladder count. Which in this slate, which is only half done, right? He'd be third. That's how good his second and Dallas Allen's second series are. So this thing's valuable. What I'm thinking, Trevor, is as we get more accustomed to how the ladder works and we get a better feel for it, we got to start putting out prop bets, right? Over under individual players. We're here to bet. We're here to gamble. So we'll figure that out at some point. Maybe Joey can help us out.
I think that's a great idea. We should also, you and I should also pick one player and then also draft a team of 3.
Okay. All right. We're working on this on the fly, people. We'll come back. We'll come back down the road. Can we just talk real quickly about the National League and the standings there?
Yeah.
Just
pretty interesting, right?
Yeah. Do you know who we've got? Okay. So we're previewing week 7. I try my best to keep my mind wrapped around this. Do you know who's what the week 9, the week 9 matchup is? D-backs Gators.
Like that one. Immediately with a trade immediately following the game.
All right. You want to talk about it?
What a trade happening? I mean, we here at Fade the Mahoney were the ones that break that information, right? I mean, straight from the Gators' mouth.
If you guys haven't watched our episode where we spoke to this gentleman right here, Chris Cheatham, about all things Gators and what could happen if things started to go south. Anybody paying attention to Instagram over the past few days, past week now, about potential trades, we all know where it started, right? Have you seen that, Joey? All the people throwing out potential trade rumors. I actually saw one guy I don't even know where all this trade rumor started. Like, well, I do. Here's the clip. Here's where he said, "Trade me, mother."
All of those trade rumors are crazy. Like, I couldn't see them happening, but they totally could, if what Chris says is true,
Who says no? Cheatham for Bonham. Who says no?
That's tough. That's a tough trade. I don't know if I would do that as the Magic, but if Chadwick wants to play with Cheatham, I'd go for it because they like that chemistry over there in the AL.
Trevor, who do you think says no?
I think the Gators would say no.
God, you're always so negative on Bonham.
Yeah, me, yeah. Hey, I still got a quick point about the Toledo series real quick.
Yeah, please.
The reason why I don't think the Preds will win the series and why I don't think they'll actually have a lot of success against Sailor is that even though they swing a lot, I expect them to hit multiple guys, have multiple guys hitting. They're going to have how all their guys there at the series. And so I think just the less at bats for their best guys will lead to a little bit less of some offensive output. I think they'll hit maybe in the third series a little bit just because I expect them to be amped up in Toledo. But yeah, I think that Sailor will definitely win. If he gets 2 starts, I think he'll win one of them at least, probably 2 of them.
Can you remind me, because it was so long ago, what was the number of games pitched breakdown for the Wildcats first game?
Sailor pitched 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Diamondbacks couldn't hit him.
Yeah. Diamondbacks are having a little bit of a rough go of it. All right. Anything else about this particular series we didn't cover in detail?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw pictures of where they were playing at. They were playing in right field, and those walls are they're pretty tall for wiffle ball walls. So I'm curious to see how many home runs will be hit, if at all. It might just be a big game of rounders over there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like there was more field availability, so there could be similar to the Oklahoma series. There could be some more base hits and stuff like that than there used to be. They're used to there being. But I think Sailor puts one over the wall just like he did in Oklahoma.
Okay, so
and right field looks a little shorter to me, at least from the picture. So that's Warda zone over there.
This is the level of analysis you want from a gambling show about Major League Wiffle Ball. But we think, from what you said, you're pretty confident Kyle will pitch that game, right?
I mean, I would think so. You'd think he'd want the spotlight on him in Toledo, right? I mean, you want the best, what they would deem the best pitching matchup, even though Sailor's the best pitcher in the history ever of MLW.
Oh, wow, that's a statement. Kyle does have himself on the cover of the packs of baseball cards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. I
Nice.
got mine the other day.
Oh,
Cool.
are you not opening it? Are you saying
I wanna open it live. You know, people might already know what I get because it might be tonight. I've been telling people I want to go live tonight and open it,
Oh, cool.
but we'll
Nice.
see.
Cool. And what are the odds of autograph cards? Did they say on
No,
there?
no idea.
Oh, okay.
I
I didn't
don't
know if
think-
it was like a guaranteed every 3 packs or something like that.
I know there's one type of guaranteed card, but like I think one rookie that we'll get, but we'll see.
All right. We had some interesting rookie talk with Robles on Tuesday night. So hopefully that came through. All right. We've covered everything I wanted to cover on here as far as the preview. Again, a little bit weird in the way that their schedule worked this week, but again, the game is played on Friday in our world. Pay attention to this guy and where he goes. It's going to be sooner rather than later, I think. You think we can get him back on, Trevor?
Of course.
Yeah, he seemed excited to talk to us. Speaking of the Magic, next week's series, which is week 8, a good friend of the show, the Cobras with Drew Davis, are playing against the Magic that we just talked about, and we're going to have Chadwick on to break down that series. I think we covered this preview pretty well. Let me know if I forgot anything. Did I cover anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm excited about the ladders. It gives us another way to look at the game and the series every week when it comes out. So Joey, I thank you very much for it. It gives us another way to bet, and Trevor and I are going to figure out yet 1 or 2 more ways to bet. We got to set up some props for some players. Joey, if you're able, I think I'd like to throw some numbers past you via messaging just to see if
Sure.
you think anything's ridiculous. And then Trevor's idea of us drafting a squad, a 3-person squad, that seems pretty interesting as well. But to recap, for $100, I have Kyle, you have Sailor for the ladder for this week, and I'm taking the under 17.5 because now you're just getting crazy with that.
I also think that for the third slate, we should just draft a team of 5 for the entire slate that we can do.
Now you're thinking. No, that's really
But,
good.
and we got to up the price though, because I got to get even.
Okay, up the price. I'll have to be a snake draft, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Maybe if we get a 3rd person in, we could really, I don't know, Joey, I know you love to gamble, so maybe if we do a 3-person draft, nothing big, just like $1,000 a person, something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's totally. I got plenty of those. You know,
Great idea, Jojo. Have the guy who does the stats himself gamble with us about it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not going to do that. All right. All right. I always got to check. Week 7 preview, Predators, Wildcats. We're nearing the midway. No, we're not. We're nearing the 40% mark of the season, but that's still a couple weeks
That's
away.
traditionally when the All-Star break is after week 8. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, learn something every day. All right, cool. All right, Joey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for helping us with the
course.
preview. We're going to be in touch more often because we're going to find ways to gamble more. And I'm going to say good gambling, everybody. Thanks, Trevor. Thanks, Joey.
thanks. See ya.
All right, everybody. This is a little bit of a new thing. On location, 4 seasons, Seattle, Washington. Fade the Mahoney is on the road.
Humble brag for your sake at the 4 seasons.
That's how good Faith and Mahoney's doing. We're joined by one of the biggest Mahonies on earth, EDonk, and we've got him for a couple of reasons. One, we've got a huge game coming up tonight in the NBA. Could be the last game of the year, so we have to get his pick on the game. And additionally, we need to brag a little bit for him because in about a week and a half, this gentleman right here is going to be on Hustler Casino Live Max Payne Monday, playing poker live on stream for lots and lots and lots of dollars. So congratulations on that, EDonk. How are you?
I couldn't imagine a dumber person in your game than me.
All right. So for those of you who are new to the show, we've got a lot of new viewers due to Major League Wiffle Ball. Our biggest strength is we have people on who are terrible at betting against sports. So for some, just real quick, EDonk, you have 2 bets on the total in the NHL Game 1 of the Stanley Cup finals, correct? You have 2 bets on the total. Can you tell me what those 2 bets are?
I had under before the game started.
What was that
Under
number?
6. Under
Okay.
6.
Okay. A lot of scoring in the first quarter, then what, or the first period, then what did you do?
Yeah, it took the over 8.
And currently, right now, what's the score?
It's 3-3. I'm hoping for a couple goals in overtime.
You can't have a more perfect Mahoney situation than that. The man has under 6 and over 8, and the final score is going to be 4-3. So way to go.
Well, I don't know. You sure?
The game could get canceled. How about that? They cancel the game. That's your only
I mean, hopefully they have like a bomb threat in there and they just have to like.
All
I
right,
don't know. It
everybody.
doesn't do anything good for me.
Good bettors would have over 6 and under 8. That's what good bettors would do. EDonk, he switched them up. He switched them up. All right. Congratulations. All right, EDonk, Thursday night.
I need Colorado.
Oh,
I desperately need Colorado. I have them for the series. I have them for the game. Yeah.
so you're saying if Tampa scores the next goal, it's going to be a full-on
They
disaster.
will. They will for sure. I mean, go find a fucking window and just put it on Tampa. They win for sure.
I'm not sure my apps are going to work while I'm in Washington, so I guess I'm drawing dead. All right, real quick, let's do the game. It could be the last game of the season, Thursday night. Oh, it will be. Spoken like a man who has a series bet on the Celtics, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have the Celtics. Fucking just so fucking dumb lately.
All right, so we got Celtics at home -4 at home Thursday night to keep the series alive against the Warriors. I need an official play out of the EDonk.
The Celtics are -4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Take Golden State. Sell your car. Put them on Golden State. 11 stars. KL.
Oh,
I heard Kale is COVID. He said he was. I saw him a tweet out. He goes, "You guys are all lucky I have COVID. I feel like I could win a 3-day event in 1 day." It's pretty funny.
Haven't spoken to our man Kale Cleaton in a while. I should probably hit him up real soon. Hopefully you see him in Vegas though, because you're heading to Vegas after you record your HCL show, right?
Not unless he gets rid of the vid.
Yeah, that's true. He's a fighter. He's beaten longer odds than that. All right. As always, we've gone a little bit longer than I hoped. This is going to come out, EDonk, Thursday, probably late morning, early afternoon. So by then we will for sure know how much pain you are in, if the Lightning scored again or not. And if you want to give a shout out real quick to Dr. Burbs and the damage he's been doing to you and your bankroll, now would be the time to do it.
Fuck that guy. He's
Perfect.
fuck.
That's a good way to
We'll
end.
We'll leave it at that. Fuck
All right.
that guy.
Hey, good gambling, everybody.
Yep.